You're all set, Molly.
Thank you. Good morning. Welcome, everyone. I would love to call the April 2024 meeting of the Outreach and Engagement Committee to order. The time is 9 o'clock on the dot. And Stephanie, would you please call attendance?
Of course, good morning, everyone. Ava Bermudez Zimmerman,
Present.
Isha Canada has not joined us yet. Adrian Cochran has not joined us yet. Sheila Hummel,
Present.
Molly Weston Williamson,
Present.
and Justin Zartman will not be joining us, but we do have a quorum.
Thank you, Stephanie. I do want to take a moment to acknowledge, I think we have one member of the public joining us, so thank you so much for being with us today. And with that, we can proceed to the acknowledgement of the March minutes. We'll go ahead and review the March 21st meeting minutes and have a call to approve. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Sheila. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Eva. Any discussion? Okay. All those in favor of approving the March minutes, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
And I believe the ayes have it. Thank you so much. The motion carries. And with that, we'll turn it over to Jessica for our first set of updates.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
All right. Okay. Let's see. All right. So the first thing I just wanted to discuss, and I won't say unfortunately, because it's very fortunate that Nancy and Nicole are not here because they are going over to set up to table at the YWCA lunch. So it's not unfortunate that they're not here. It's only unfortunate that I'm talking about this new segment that they're working on together, and they're not here to lend any information to it. But I wanted to share with you that Nancy and Nicole are working on a new segment. It'll be a short interview series, still working on some different names, but the idea is to do approximately 5-minute interviews with different community groups to highlight both their mission and the audiences that they serve. We're planning to launch in June. We have set a goal of 1 per month to start, but we're hoping that once we kind of get into the swing of things and work out any kinks, that we'll be able to increase that. We'll post these segments to both our YouTube page and our website. And the way this came about was obviously Nicole is really focused on connecting with different community groups and really doing that sort of grassroots outreach. And we thought this would be a really great way to start collaborating and facilitate these discussions by, kind of offering the what's in it for me, right? So giving them an opportunity and a platform to talk about what they do, but then also linking it back to how those different communities they serve can benefit from what Connecticut Paid Leave offers. So sort of a mutually beneficial way for us to work together, but we wanted to offer them a platform and a way to reach our audience. So some of the different topics that we've been talking about are reaching the LGBTQ plus community. You see in parentheses, I won't read through each of them, but just some different ideas for community partners that we'll reach out to. We'll also do reproductive health, mental health, public health, immigration, focus on Latino health, youth, housing, seniors, and food security. So kind of a wide range of topics. This is a new idea, so I'm sure there will be, different things that come up as we're working through it that will pivot and adjust, but we're really excited to get this going, and we'll keep you informed as we get ready to actually release some of these different segments. I wanted to share with you the new outdoor creative. If you travel along the highways a lot around the state, you may have seen these. These are 2 of our new creatives. The top one you might recognize is one of the women who did a testimonial for us, Kelly. She also spoke at our International Women's Day event about her experience using paid leave. And then the bottom, we wanted to focus on, that milestone 100,000, which I think we're up to about 105,000 now, but really that impactful number and sort of a cute little play on words with the +1 more with that adorable baby. So those are the new creatives that are on the highways around the state. I also just wanted to again highlight, and I wish that Nicole were here to lend a little bit more to this, but she has really hit the ground running with reaching out to connections that she has, and the ones that you see up here on the screen are just a small example. She has already set up meetings or trainings or presentations for a number of different groups, and these are just some of the ones that she's reached out to, who have been really open to working with us. And, you know, with the exception of maybe one, these are all brand new connections for us, not people that we've worked with before. So really excited to do that. The town of East Hampton is actually, we're going to be going to the senior center. So that'll be sort of a new avenue for us. And I'm excited to see what that brings. So as we develop these relationships, we'll certainly keep you updated on, you know, what kinds of collaborations we're working on, but I just wanted to give you an idea of some of these new partnerships. Also, another new medium that we're using is La Voz Hispana. We have used it before, but it's been a couple of years, so we reconnected with them and we placed a series of ads. And just like we're doing with La Tribuna and some of the other publications, they've agreed to give us space to do 6 different articles about paid leave. So that'll be great. So I just wanted to share with you the first ad. It is the same sort of headline as one of those billboards that you saw. So the time you deserve, the support that you earned. And it says Connecticut Paid Leave is a state program that provides income replacement benefits if you need to be absent from work for certain family or health reasons, like welcoming a new child. So just wanted to give you an idea of another avenue that we're using to reach out to the Spanish-speaking population. And then lastly, and this is hot off the presses, I wanted to play for you the new video footage we have of the owners of Leaps and Bones, Amy and Lori. They're huge Connecticut Paid Leave supporters. They also spoke at our Women's Day event. And this is a minute and 30 seconds, but I want to share it with you because I want you to hear their story. But just know that we'll be editing it down to shorter versions. So 30 seconds, 15 seconds to use in our television, radio, some of our digital ads. So let me go ahead and hopefully it will work properly so I can play it.
Leaps and Bones is a dog bakery and pet supplies retail store. We opened in 2008 and expanded to 3 locations in the past 15 years. Anything you would walk into a human bakery, you'll get here. We make dog biscuits, we make cakes for birthdays, we make cannolis. About 2 years ago, we started getting notification as a business owner about Connecticut Paid Leave. We had to go through trainings online, sign up for the program. Very easy. And then even simpler was we got all of our employees together at each location and told them about the Connecticut Paid Leave Act. We had an employee, her loved one was getting sicker and sicker and sicker, and she was the primary caretaker. She contacted Paid Leave, they opened a case, and it was 3 emails back and forth for myself, no administration at all, and she had her paid leave. The biggest thing about the Connecticut Paid Leave Act from an organizational side was not only ease of use, but peace of mind for the employee. If you're not treating your employees well, your turnover is going to cost you more as a company per year, retraining staff, continuously recruiting people, rather than saying to people, I'm offering you a package that will give you peace of mind if something happens. If you want your employees to be productive, you need to give them reasons to want to be there and be productive.
So again, that's the raw footage. So certainly, you know, there will be parts that we'll, you know, edit out and we'll really tell the story succinctly. But I was so excited when I saw that, and we've been wanting some business owners who have had experience with the program to be able to produce a spot like this for us for a while. So I'm really excited about it and just wanted to share it with you. And that concludes my presentation for today. Happy to answer any questions.
Thanks so much, Jessica. I love the new video and I'm so excited to see it. Also, I kind of just want to clip it was only 3 emails and like blow that up on Billboard as the perfect example of really, truly, we mean it when we say we're making this easy for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm so excited to see it and to see stuff. And I also do want to lift up, I'm really excited to see the authority starting to circle back to venues like the Spanish language venue you mentioned that we'd done outreach with before, but are circling back to, because I think we're hitting the right point in the program's lifespan to make sure that we're re-upping those connections. So it's really exciting to see. Do other folks have thoughts or questions for Jessica? And we have in the agenda to throw it to Nancy, but we don't have a Nancy, so I assume we're not doing podcast announcements today.
I can do a quick update for Nancy. So as of yesterday, the podcast had hit 4,444 downloads, which I think means that Nancy should go buy a lotto ticket, right? There's got to be something to that number. But the last 2 that she released since the last time that we met was Gratitude from a Nurse Who Had 2 kidney transplants. And so that was a gentleman who actually had the first transplant before Connecticut paid leave and the second one after, and was able to use the program. So that was great. And he was able to lend a unique perspective. And then the most recent one, a mother sees the beauty in her child's autism. So she spoke with the director of the Hopewell Center, a doctor who specializes in autism and similar conditions, and then also a mom of a child who has autism. So it was a very powerful episode. She's now working on, for May, one on Lyme disease, which obviously is always kind of front and center in our minds in the state of Connecticut, and also maternal mental health because of Mother's Day. But she's going to be having on some doulas that she met at one of our recent events that she was able to connect with. So those 2 will be coming out in the next several weeks.
Nice. Thank you so much. Any questions for Jessica as Nancy on the podcast? Okay. Hearing none, I think it's time for our legislative update. Do you want to take it away, Maddie?
Sure. Good morning, everyone. I just have a really brief update today. The legislative session ends in a few weeks on May 8th. Not sure how many weeks that is from today, 3, 4. It's soon. It's coming up really quickly. So our technical bill, Senate Bill 222, was passed by the Labor Committee in March. So right now we're just waiting for a vote in the Senate, which will hopefully be very soon. And then we'll focus our attention on the House and hopefully get a vote on the bill before session ends on May 8th. I just also wanted to flag too, as an outreach and engagement team, we've also been really discussing ways that we can engage legislators in some of the events that we're going to be doing over the next few months, like those bigger, in district like fairs and pride events, especially, just talking through ways that we can really make sure they come to our table and we can, talk to them or get them maybe on video doing like a little reel for us. But that's definitely a priority for after session for us to really make sure that we're connecting our outreach work with the work that we're doing at the legislature. So.
Thanks so much. Does anyone have questions for Maddie? Well, since we're running ahead of schedule, I do want to just talk about how great the legislator newsletter is. So I think many of us got a chance to see it for one of the first times. And it's so smart and so thoughtful and short in a really useful way, which I really appreciate. And I think is just really, it's both huge value to legislators to get this update, but I also think it's really good investment in the program and in making sure that legislators, as some of our key stakeholders, really see the value to their constituents and to themselves. And are really lifting that up. So I think that's a really fantastic thing and not something that I think every program does. So I think it's really worth lifting up that fantastic work from the authority team. And I see Erin.
Thank you. I just wanted to enhance that. So thank you so much, Molly, for raising that, because I think Maddie and Jess have done a great job. One of the things we talk about often when we talk with advocates is that the advocacy doesn't stop once the legislation is passed. It really does continue through. But it's also important to make sure that the legislators continue to feel engaged even after the legislation is passed. So we've been making deliberate choices to show the value of the program and the value of the program to their constituents, so that even if they had concerns about the program or weren't necessarily supporters to begin with, they can see 8,000 of their constituents applied and receive benefits. And that's really powerful, and that's a lot of work, particularly maintaining that constituent map. And it gets a lot of hits, so it's something that we're really grateful that Maddie is doing, even though we would love to make it less labor intensive someday.
Thank you.
Anything more on legislative updates? Okay, is there any old business anyone would like to raise? Okay, is there any new business anyone would like to raise? Hearing none, we've had an extremely efficient meeting, which we love. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I think I hear Sheila with the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
You vote with the second. Thank you so much. Any discussion of the motion to adjourn? Hearing none, all in favor of adjourning, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Okay. I believe the ayes have it. Thank you so much, everybody. This meeting is adjourned. The time is 9:16, and we'll see everybody next month.
Thank you.
So much, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.